Hello and welcome back to Man the Antz Plays Chronos. So, I was not expecting that guy to immediately be there and attacking us. Blimey. Let's see if I can just reset my view, make sure I'm a bit higher. I noticed last time I was a little bit actually low compared to where I should have been, so the boss fight was actually a little bit, not quite occluded, but there's definitely a bit of foliage in the front of the screen which shouldn't have been there, so apologies about that. So immediately we are off to a bit of a... Oh, well, they went down like a sack of bricks. Well, that's our heart going immediately. So this could be going better, I guess, couldn't it? It's just a stand. How are we doing for health? Quite low on health. Do we have a Healy? No, we do not. So I'm guessing this particular life might not last too long. I'm also guessing there's going to be loads of these little attempted stealth attacks as they were. Oh my god. Yeah, well, these Krell definitely a bit tougher than the last ones. Seeing as we are all sort of mightily powerful now. This looks like it might be a secret. Well, not a secret, but slightly hidden compared to the other one. Other route, I should say. Indeed it is. It is another power. Excellent. Do like the lightning one, though. It's quite useful against the slower bosses. It means you can actually stagger them quite a lot. What's this? The dark radiance of the Shadow Stone entreats you to open your mind, your heart, your soul. When triggered, the Shadow Stone will drain the life force of an enemy and present it to you as a gift. That actually sounds really useful. Let's take a little look-see-doodle at that. So how does this look? Oh, I like that, actually. I like that a lot. Yeah, so I'm glad we went and looked down there. That worked out alright for us. Now we will go through here. Where are you, my man? Did we decide on a name for him? I can't remember now. I know when I originally tried to play it many, many moons ago. Hello? We want that, don't we? I have a feeling we're going to need to use that corn we picked up so long ago. That was ages ago we picked that up. Bring me my prize, child. Yeah, there you go. The facets of the octagonal gem glitter as it moves in the light. Is there anything over in any of these nests at all? No, or is he just gone, is he? He's not hanging around. Had his corn buggering off. I was starting to wonder if some of those things we picked up earlier on, like the wind-up key from the time we were shrunk, the locket, it's another one. I just wonder if they were actually going to come back into play at any point, or if they were just kind of red herrings. Let's stick this old... Yeah, we've got that. What is that again? I don't know. The locket, the wind-up key, whatever that is. Obviously, we've used the swipe card, so that's fine. What is that thing? Labyrinth Rune 1 is what that is. Whatever that happens to be. Quite vague. Ah, I guess we'll go left. Because that is how we roll. That is how we roll. Oh. Oh, so we've just swapped our standard sword for a Krell sword. I see. Okay. First, I didn't look at the gem in there, did I? The octagonal one, never mind. So, this carefully honed Krell-wrought weapon can be swung with great speed, but lacks the heft that would allow it to inflict truly catastrophic wounds. This is an agility-based weapon. But our spear does 165. And that does 130 something. And we could have graded a little bit. Let's see how it actually... Yeah, I don't know. I like the spear. I like the range of the spear, and I like its... Yeah, quite long, heavy attack as well. So I think we'll stick with the spear for now. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is where we die. He is a chunky looking Krell. Oh, it's a double attack. Yeah, I did not manage to avoid that one, did I? No matter. No matter, we did alright. I'm sure we'll get in next time, at least this time I'll have a couple of Heelys to use. We're not too much to fight on the way there either. So I'm sure we will be fine. And we're back. Alright then. Oh yes, we got a new trait because we are now 40. Age 40. So we have the Stone Bulwark. Decades of battle have gifted you with sinews like granite, allowing you to absorb much more damage. Don't know where I got much more from, just more. Allowing you to absorb more damage when you block. Stalwart defense. Your lifetime of experience has taught you how to deal grievous damage, and even more so how to avoid it, increasing your overall defense. And destructive talent. You feel naked now without a weapon in your hand. Instruments of destruction have become extensions of your body, dealing ever more weapon damage. Well, weapon damage. Blocking's useless to us. The whole point of us is that we manage to avoid stuff rather than actually get hit, as we're agile. So we'll go with that. So what does that mean our spear does now? Oh my word. That's huge. 189 now. That's amazing. 189. Yes, please. This little pillock. Yeah. This stupid little attack. I think was this straight here? Yes, it is. Didn't really get a chance to avoid that one, or that one. Oh, you donut. Big looping swing attack is a double attack. Well, I tried to dodge the second one, but apparently that just didn't work. We're doing okay. Ah, as soon as I hit attack, I knew that was going to happen. Felt for sure that's going to be his double attack then, and I was going to be a bit out of luck. But we're doing okay. I mean, we're not doing okay. We're doing pretty bad, really, but... I am trying to run away right now. So we can heal up. Let's bring him back into his little corridor. Come on. There he is. I thought he was done then for a second. No such luck. God, how much health does this guy have? There we go, finally, Jesus. Of course he's going to give us a super shard, because that was redonkulous. Whew. How many of those do we have now? 4, just one more until we can upgrade our spear. Good stuff. Really hoping we come up with another portal stone or a shortcut soon, because that was quite challenging. Oh, hello. Well, that was also quite poor, wasn't it? What have you left? Oh, you haven't left us anything. What do we have here? Strange... What is that? Like a camel bull turtle? Pulling a little caravan with the wizard in? Once upon a time there lived a little Krell named Flunt. Flunt was apprenticed to his village's blacksmith and worked very hard every day to learn what his master taught him. The master blacksmith bought his iron from a travelling Krell named Gort, who came to the village once every 2 weeks with his heavily loaded wagon. My word, what's wrong with me? One day, a day when Gort was due to appear, the master blacksmith asked Flunt to go and meet Gort on the road and tell him to go to the tavern instead. Up directly to the smithy. Because the tavern keep had baked some special pies and the blacksmith wanted Gort to have one before they had gone cold. There he is eating his little pie. And so Flunt went to the road and waited and kept watch for Gort, but the traveller did not appear. Flunt waited for a very long time and feared that his master would be cross with him if he did not bring Gort to the village. And so Flunt decided to go and find Gort himself. It did not take Flunt long to locate the tracks of Gort's wagon, or the place where the wagon's wheels and the hooves of his draft animals veered off the trail. Flunt could not imagine why the traveller would have left the road like this, but still fearing his master's wrath, he followed the signs, away from the trail and into the forest. Soon Flunt heard a sound. It was not a sound he had heard before, not in all his 11 years. It sounded like singing, like one song from many throats, many voices, weaving around and through each other and binding into a single fascinating melody. Flunt loved the song and wanted to hear more of it, and his footsteps quickened as he followed the wagon's tracks. Flunt rounded a bend in the cavern and saw a gruesome sight. Fluttering around Gort's lifeless body were creatures no bigger than Flunt's hand, every one of them winged and shining a brilliant green, like blades of dew-covered grass in rays of morning sunlight. He recognized them as Krolix. Flunt stopped and stared, and the Krolix's beauty froze him where he stood. He could only watch as the beautiful, graceful, winged creatures ripped and tore Gort's body, quickly chewing and swallowing his flesh with brilliant white teeth. Once the Krolix were finished with Gort, they turned to Flunt, and the heart-aching melody grew louder as they swarmed all over him and gave him the same treatment they had bestowed upon the traveller. Well, that was pretty gruesome. Let's pick up that little box. We can't open the chest. Are you serious? You serious, mate? Just wondering if we should have gone where we killed that big old guy, just out here. What was this way then? Just it does go some. Oh, hello. Couple of doors there, so we know that's something. We'll carry on this way for now. Nothing we can do over here on this library? No. Let's open that box, and if we are lucky, we already have some dragon oil. We already have some dragon oil. When did we get that? When did we get that? Now we have 2. Excellent. Let's combine those. And we might as well do the other one as well. Excellent. And now we can upgrade our spear. Boom. Yes. And we can do it again. No, it's max. It is now max. And it now does 205 damage. Ridiculous. We also leveled up and did not... Ah, see? Now, agility and arcane both cost 2, but vitality only costs 1. So what do we do here? I feel like we just do vitality for now, and after a couple of deaths, when arcane starts costing 1, then we would start doing that rather than agility. But then again, arcane only comes into effect when we were already on 48 arcane damage. I thought we were on... No, 40, yeah. It does only come into effect when... For now, we will do it. No, for now we'll do vitality. Next time, we will do agility. That's what we'll do. We'll alternate between the two, I think, and then we'll do arcane when that costs 1. Because we still need agility. It still does our damage, evade, and defense, which is super, super useful. Particularly the damage part. So let's do that for now. How are we doing for health? We're doing alright for health. Can't open that. This looks like an open book we can read. No. I wondered if there's something before that. Looked like there was. No. Krellicite, the birthstone. Legend tells us the Krell were born from Krellicite, carved into existence by the Great Old One in the age before the dragon. Lighter than wood, stronger than steel, in the proper hands, Krellcite can be forged to any shape. It is these unique properties upon which the entirety of Krell society rests. Is there any wonder we ascribe such divine origins to something so remarkable? I, however, hold a more radical view of this venerated rock. Some may call me a heretic, but I cannot deny the truth I have observed with my own eyes. I have travelled to the great Dead Sea, stood upon the vast stone plains, the legendary birthplace of the Krell. But what I have observed speaks of a more natural origin, a stone whose existence can be explained without the aid of superstition. There are other types of stone with similar properties. The Krellicite. Some types of sedimentary rock are light but brittle. Gems, a form of stone, are extremely hard, but heavy and rare. No other stone carries the properties of both, save for the Krellicite. I have come to believe that the Krellicite is in fact not a stone at all. It is instead organic in nature, and most likely the calcified remains of some long-dead creature, one that pre-existed the Krell by thousands of years. Interesting. That looks like it's going to be a door we cannot open yet, doesn't it?
Whoever creeps near my room,
God, that terrified me.
I've nothing to say.
But you speak English. For starters.
Who are you to be so? I hide only from myself, stranger. Many lives did I ruin with my selfish vanity. Many children lost. It is only fit that I remain here, in self-imposed exile. One could say I damned
whose lives?
For I earned the wrath of the Cyclops.
Ah.
Now my kingdom suffers.
I can help you there.
And I cower in fear and grief.
Is this the king?
Then we are truly damned.
Why?
Have you any of your own? No, I think not. Yours is an all-consuming cause. Never will you see your offspring suffer. know the pain of true loss, or feel the sting of shame as I do, consider yourself fortunate. There is
Anything I can do?
one thing. My youngest
Ah.
possessed a locket, a gift from her father, her king, bestowed on the first day of her 12th year.
Think I know what you want.
If you could retrieve it and allow me one last memento, it would mean the world to me. You have the locket.
I do, mate.
Give it to me. Give it to me that I may imagine my daughter's presence once more. That I may beg her spirit for forgiveness. And here,
Yeah, you sacrificed your daughters, didn't you?
for it represents my pitiful gratitude.
Well, okay.
Thank you for finding my daughter's necklace. Now I have something to remember her by. Thank you for...
Okay, well, I guess that's that. Weird. Not going to get to meet the king. But we did get another shiny shard out of it. I don't think we get any more weapons now. I think these last two... What do we have in terms of weapon? Strength, 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 agility, agility. And we did give up another agility. So we have had 3 of each, actually. So I think that might be it. So we might have a look at upgrading our sword. And seeing how damaging we can get that. Don't know how we're supposed to avoid all of his attacks. Oh, another level up. Wonderful. Which we were going to put into agility. Or if vitality always costs 1, do we just want to do agility for now? Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Maybe we just do agility for now. Let's do the left-hand door first of all. Of course. Goes without saying. Oh, this is the tree room. Hello, tree. So what do we have along here? Nothing back here. Need to use my power the next time we fight someone to increase our health a bit. No. The following is a musical selection from Feast in Flames. Any Krell worth his salt will recognize it as the hymn to which we march into battle. What many Krell do not know is the origin of this song. Some believe it to be a reference to the way we wage war, the way our warriors overtake our enemies, much in the way of a fire overtakes a dry forest. However, there is a more serene origin behind the song. It is an ancient song that celebrates a Krell's inborn resistance to fire. Didn't know they had an inborn resistance to fire, so I guess that's something useful to know, isn't it? Guess that's why it told us that as well. God, I didn't even have a chance to avoid him before the door finished opening. Jesus. Ah, so that's where we went up and actually fought the Cyclops. How are we doing for health? We're doing alright. Oh, God. Well, I tried to, use my power to get some of my health back. That obviously did not work very well. Not very well at all. Let's run away. Heal ourselves up. And then see where he's gone. Does he come in this way? It's very hard to tell. No, he's gone back on himself. Okay. Okay, going alright so far. Yeah, that one a lot better. I think we were a little bit more better with our evades to start with. What's the clockwork, dude? We're going to have to wind him up. It is running through all of the stuff. All the stuff I said that I wasn't too sure if we... Oh my word. I thought if I could attack him before he gets his gun down, we'd be alright. That didn't work out too well, did it? All the things I said we picked up earlier, and I was wondering if we'd ever get to use them. Well, answered that question, haven't we? Let's open up this little box. Just straight to one of those. Alright. It is throwing lots of stuff at us now, isn't it? So let's wander over here. Yeah, saw that happening. Okay, that's fine. So we need to go behind him. Read this other book. Make sure there's nothing in there. Innovation, perfection. Why are those concepts so difficult for the non-creatives to grasp? It is pointless, Karg said. Why build something that large? Karg said. But neither Karg nor those other vision-challenged fools realized the lengths to which I had to go in order to realize this dream. Increasing the size of a construct such as this is no mere matter of enlarging the same plans used in the smaller versions. I had no choice but to develop new methods of forging, new techniques of engineering, new sources of supply. The king would understand. He would understand and laud me, if I could but show it to him. So let's whack in our little key. And he's going to go and stand on that button for us. Just like that. Can we take that key off him? No, that's that now. And we get to go into this secret room. Oh, not quite as I thought. Maybe it'd just be like one room with some goodies in. Oh, hello. Hell, it is throwing stuff at us. I feel like we're getting towards the end of the game, and I feel like they had lots of little things planned, and they were going to space them out a little bit more. And they didn't really get a chance to do that. That's the impression that I'm getting here. Labyrinth Scythe. Everything about this weapon makes you uneasy. But holding it in your grip, you know the scythe can slash through enemies with terrible grace. This is an agility-based weapon. So our spear does 206. Yes. This currently does 156. Oh, it is fast. Oh, that's... Let's, yeah, it has like a 6 heavy attack damage, or with arcane damage by the look of it. Let's give that a go. We know we're not going to get to... We can't upgrade a spear anymore. That is maxed out. So let's upgrade this scythe then. We may as well. Let's see how much damage we can get it up to. So that's this last one. So it's now up to 106, 170. So still a good 40 odd short. But I like it. I like a scythe. It's a bit more interesting than the spear, which is just, you know, jab, 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 jab. So we'll see how we go. I suspect we might end up going back to the spear. Just because its range is super useful. Super, super useful. Oh my god. Well, this is the first test, I guess, isn't it? Well, that's doing okay. Ooh, almost. It is just about fast enough to keep him off his guard a little bit, isn't it? Does do quite well there. Do we have any more Heelys? We have one more. I don't want to use it quite yet. Ah, hello sheet music. Wonder what you're for. Stick that down. Oh, this is definitely wrong, isn't it? Come out of that. Obviously it goes left to right. No? So that's just going to be da-da-da-da-da. I'm not sure now. That last one did light up. Did they go down? No. Confused. Confused. Oh, is that the order? See that one lit up there? Why don't I understand sheet music? Okay, well, we need to figure it out. We have another heart there, so we have to figure that out. Just backwards from there? Different ones. Like that button is actually the equals. That one's actually the square. That's actually the eye, so they just follow each other, right? So that's the only one which matches up. What does that mean? I don't really know. I don't really know what to do here. We're going to have to pretty much call it. It's been a little bit over half hour now. But I don't really understand how this sheet music works. Doesn't seem to be left to right. Or is it? I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. Oh, I see what I've done. I'm saying the sheet music corresponds to the buttons, but it doesn't, does it? It's just telling you what to... Right, okay. Start off with that. Then that. Then that. Then that. Then that. That's it, isn't it? It's because I'd already done stuff, so if we just run around a little bit, come back into it. So it's the stamp first. Yes. Then the line. then the equals, then the square, then the eye. Excellent. Oh, Jesus. Pan and a Krell fighting. Well, let's do this little fight. What is he? He's not even a Krell. He's... Immediately gives us another one of those. It really is throwing these at us now. How many do we need to upgrade our scythe? We need another 4. Oh, we're not quite there yet. We don't have any more. No, we have done them all. Well, that was interesting. Don't know what the hell that was. Obviously, that's what we're going to be fighting next. But we are going to leave that there then. Yeah, so interesting. We are getting there. I do feel like this is the last stretch of the game. We have killed the first 2 Guardians. The third one may or may not be dead, depending on how the reality with the people and machines actually affects this labyrinth world. We'll have to find out. Interesting. So yeah, alright, good. Good. New weapons as well. 2 new weapons this time. Never found 2 new weapons in one video, and I'm liking this scythe. It's super fast, and I love it. I love it. Excellent. If you did enjoy the video, like I did, please do click the like button, genuinely very much appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already, and then comment down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I see your comments. Or you can get hold of me on Twitter, or Instagram, or Facebook, or anything like that. All the links are down in the comments underneath the video. Oh, the comments, the description. All of those links are down in the description underneath the video. Otherwise, I shall see you next time for more VR adventures in Chronos. Thank you very much for joining me.